Estelí, Nicaragua, surrounded by mountains. I hope again not to get for granted that I'm surrounded by mountains. I am from Tampa, Florida, where everything is flat. So it's encouraging, it's inspirational to see these mountains around Estelí, Nicaragua. How's everybody doing? My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. And today is Sunday, beginning of the week. Today is the first day of the week where you should be reflecting, relaxing, planning your week, making an assessment of what you got done last week and how you can become a better person this week. God is giving you an opportunity to become a better person this week. I always emphasize that it's not about destination, it's about the journey. It's about the journey. So with that being said, let me share with you guys how my journey's been this week. How my journey was this past week. It is my second week. My third week, this one that just passed, on a 400 boxes order that we're doing for a brand called Jamaica Heritage and reggae something. In these boxes, they have the Jamaican flag on the top of the box and inside. So as you know, the Rasta flag, and I think the Heritage has the Jamaican flag. So it has three really bold colors outside and inside. Around the box is black, but on the top and the inside it's red, black, and yellow, one. And then the other one is, one is green, yellow, and black. That's the Jamaican Heritage. And then the reggae something, reggae Rasta, reggae whatever, I can't remember. It's red, green, black, and something else. So it is a really, and yellow. Thank you, Santiago. I have Santiago on the other side helping me out with the Sunday life. So let me show Santiago. Say hello, Santiago. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Say hello.
Hello.
That's it?
No.
Just tell how you doing in here in Estelí. Are you liking Estelí?
Yeah, I'm pretty liking, and I got a great football practice here, and it's pretty fun here.
How's the school now? 3 days, only 3 days a week, and the rest is work and having fun. How's that? How's that working for you?
Good.
Good? Oh, okay. All right. All right, Santiago. Thank you very much. Oops. Back with me. Yeah, Santiago's having fun. Santiago's having fun in Estelí. He has the friends that he doesn't really have in his neighborhood in Tampa, Florida. And here he has a few friends, so he's having a blast. So these 400 orders, we are supposed to be prepared in the near future to do 500 a day, 500 boxes a day. And we've been with 400 boxes. 13 working days. 13 working days. He's growing, Ken. He's growing fast. And he was today, I went to see one of his games, soccer game, and he did a few passes. He looked like a star. They did a few goals because of his good passes. And I was really proud of him. Really proud. So So it's been kicking my butt. The first mistake I did was relying on someone that it was on board with us, and he was a hired director of operations on a big factory, the big factory that we're going to be starting making boxes for them. So I kind of leaned on him, on his experience, and it didn't work out. We miscalculate all the plywood that we needed to cut. We miscalculate all the pieces that needed to be available. So every time they were assembling boxes, they would run out of pieces. So I was just thinking, well, imagine when I start making cigars, if I rely on someone that supposedly knows what he's doing, and I will be out of Biso, out of Ligero, and I have to stop production because of bad planning, because not planning the future. So it was a lesson right in the beginning. I understood. I took it like God was telling me not to get comfortable right in the beginning. That I need to understand that it's going to be a bumpy road for at least a year, 6 months, a year, until I find tuning with the whole team, into the understand of the big picture. The first two guys that they were trying to do the screen printing, they worked on it for 4 days and they still couldn't get it right. The same situation that we have in the US, not finding quality help in our business, is happening here in Nicaragua. The only difference is that you put an ad in the US and you don't get as many people as here. And here you place an ad on Facebook or whatever, and you get good response. Not really quality, you know. Well, I shouldn't say that, because when I saw how much I was suffering with the two serigrafia screen printing guys, I said, God, if you testing me, if you think that I'm gonna give up, that is right in the beginning, the first order, and I can't find anybody to do it right, you're mistaken. I'm not a quitter. I keep going forward. I have faith. That's the strongest muscle in my head. I have faith. So, in the spirit. You're right, Santi. So I asked my person in the office to put the ad for a screen printing guy, and he showed up the next day. The next day he called, he showed up. He was already, he gave his 15 days of notice that he was leaving another cigar box factory in Esteli because it was kind of far from him. So he found us, that we are like 4 blocks from his home, so he can go have lunch. I'm really surprised. Even the people here, they have a motorcycle or a bicycle. There's good urban mobility, good systems. People still want to be close, really close to work. They used to that. They want to. I'm not exaggerating. I drive from here to the shop 5 to 7 minutes, depending on traffic, and then really slow, driving really slow. People want to be 2 minutes. So if you have your little factory, your boutique right in the center, you have more probabilities of people coming to work for you. So I found, so far, he's doing a good job. The guy that I'm kind of mentoring him to become a leader, he told me this the first day, oh, bossman, we found the right guy for screen printing. He's really good. And I said, don't tell him. Don't tell him that he's really good. Don't make that mistake. Oh, okay. And then the second day he came back, pricing on the guy, like we did it, like we found a good guy. I said, don't mess it up. Don't be showing him. Change lanes. Painful flow. Per. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that note. That is a encouraging, because I've been in this part of my life, a few other times, and every time I'm going through, I think, well, hopefully this will be the last time. And no, God always surprised me that if I want to be in this game, it's an infinite game. It never stops. It never, this game, it doesn't stop. It doesn't finish. It's an infinite game. Players come in and players go out. So I know that in a little bit, it will get, I don't think easier, but it will get simpler. After repetitions of things and doing it right, it doesn't get easier, it gets simpler for me. I have learned that. When I see cigar rollers making good cigars, good bunches, and I hear people saying, wow, they make it look so easy. I go, well, they make it look simple. And simple, it means simpler, it means because the amount of repetition that they have done it with their heart, with passion, but not easier. Not easier. So, the Alchemist, thank you, sir. So, so I believe that it's gonna be challenging. The people who order the Jamaica Heritage and the other brand, they paid in full. They went and paid in full. Thank you, Archimist. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm 45, so we are pretty close. I'm having a Maceda Patriarch today. It's a celebratory cigar because we are really close to be finished with that order. And I have learned a lot with the order. I have learned a lot. We were waiting a lot for a designer to give us the cutting guides on the plywood, and something came to my head and I said, I don't have to be waiting for the designer to give me a guidance of cutting plywood. I just have to calculate. We've been doing everything with the square millimeters. So if I know the square millimeters on a box of what I'm going to use, of the 3 millimeter thickness plywood that I'm going to use, 5.5 millimeter thickness plywood that I'm going to use per box, and I'm doing 400 boxes, different sizes, all I have to do is add up, multiply by the amount of boxes, and it will give me a whole square millimeters that I need on plywood. And then after that, divided by 2976,800. That is 2,976,800 square millimeters. That is on a 4x8. And that would give me an idea of how many 4x8 plywoods I gotta have ready. So I'm learning, I'm becoming a different person. David, buenos días. Felicidades en este domingo de reflexión. Gracias por estar aquí, por tuning in. So I think my wife got in Fiverr. It's a service for engineers, architects, and we getting in a spreadsheet. We're gonna start small. We're getting a spreadsheet that you can put the amount of boxes, the size of each side of the box, choose what type of material on each side, and at the end it will tell you exactly, calculate automatically how many sheets of each we need to seal, sand, and paint. You know, make it easy on us. After that, we need to work on knowing how many pieces of the boxes we get, how many pieces of the boxes we need. Okay, after the system knows how many sheets of plywood 4x8 and we know how to cut it, we need the system to give you a printout of how many pieces we need on a 500 order boxes, so we can organize ourselves better. So this 13 days of pulling my hair and getting myself prepared, it has put me to think a lot. So thinking a lot. Gracias. Thinking a lot about Or making it simpler, not easier, making it simpler. Making it simpler so we can jump into 500 boxes a day. Of course, I'm not to do 500 boxes a day. We need 20 people on board. We are right now at seven. And 7 people, they have no clue how to assemble this type of boxes. So I just gotta be patient. I gotta have faith. And vas a salir, papi. Okay, yo te ayudo. I gotta be patient and have faith. It was 9 p.m. the fourth night. The first two screen printing guys were trying to get it done. It's a difficult box, and I said, God, if you testing me, I'm not a quitter. I'm not giving up. I have faith. I can move mountains with my faith. And he was testing me because he brought a really good screen printing guy. The screen printing guy decided to work on the right side of the space of the building, kind of hiding behind the laser machine room. And I cut up really, real quick, that basically he wants to be out of sight. The production line where we always walking around, checking quality, this and that, you're not able to see that spot. It's next to where the battery backups are for the building. And I had in there the screen printing spider, that they don't like it. I don't think they enjoy it. I have to accept this for now. We shouldn't keep trying with that. We should try the regular table. But he said, no, boss man, I would like to stay here. They call you Jefe. I'm not used to that. But I'm okay. If that is a sign of respect, I'm okay. So I'm getting the hang of it that I'm El Jefe. Jefe, no, I like it here because, this is really nice. But he didn't choose the one on the other side that everybody can see it. He chose the one all the way against the wall. So I have walked a few times, and he kind of changed the view and started doing something. And I've been around. I'm 45, but since I got out of high school on 1996, I've been on the road, owning my own business and not driving Uber. Nothing against driving Uber, but that didn't exist in 1996. Now anybody can be an entrepreneur at 1099 just driving Uber. That's why they said that in 2021, it was the year that most entrepreneurs were originated in the US. They were counting everybody that was doing Uber and everybody that became a 1099. Everybody that said, I need to find my passion. I need to quit whatever I'm doing. I need to stop working for someone else. I need to find my passion. And they become an Uber driver, an entrepreneur. No, in 1996, an entrepreneur or a small business guy, it was, whoever bought some lawnmowers and started cutting grass, or a car wash, for kids out of high school. So I've been doing it since 1996, and if almost 26 years or in business, different businesses, you don't learn to read employees, you don't learn to read clients, you got something wrong in your head. So it's simple for me to read people, to read my employees. So that same morning, I approached the guy, the screen printing guy, and I said, listen, Fred, I see that you're doing a good job, so I need to learn from you. I need to make sure that every day you let us know, we're going to count how many passes you did. So when the next guy that comes in to do serigrafía, the screen printing, I know exactly what to expect. So every day I need to know how many passes you did. I want to count it and no passes. So he knows that I'm not playing around. He knows that I'm new in Esteli, that I'm new making this amount of boxes under pressure, but I'm not stupid. So he said, wow. And yesterday, Saturday, I went in and installed a camera just watching at him. So tomorrow morning when he starts working and he's relaxing and he looks forward and he sees the camera, he knows what time it is. And technology is going forward fast. The cameras that I got right now, they're regular cameras, pretty smart cameras because I have the alarm system with those cameras, and they don't call you for false alarm because it has AI technology to identify if it's a human, a cat, a light, and even when they make a mistake and the alarm goes off, the call center can see if it was a mistake and they don't call you. They're not calling you up at 3 a.m. with a false alarm. That's how advanced it is. It's called WISE cams. And eventually, I had already tested this technology before. There's timestamp on a human that the cameras will print a report. How many times someone was like this, like looking at the phone? It will tell you how many seconds or minutes added up for you, and in a whole week it will tell you how much time he was stealing from you watching his phone. This camera can timestamp and add up for the whole week how long you was just stay still, like. So, you know, it's becoming pretty interesting. And yesterday I was having a conversation with people here about why I'm so strict, why I don't play around, why I'm really careful to cross my trust line, my boundaries with my employees. I told them that I learned pretty quick here in Esteli that when you find someone that is good, that someone brings good reference, and you heard that he's pretty good at what he does, it's a custom that they come on board with you owing money to someone on the last company. That's what they say. Hey, boss man, you know, after they've been talking to you and this and that and everything's good, sweet, he's gonna start with you. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens with key people that they have some kind of knowledge. They ask you, look, and this is way into the beginning of the relationship, boss man, employee. Boss man, you know, I didn't say anything in the beginning because, you know, we just met, but I owe $500 to my last boss man because of this or whatever. I said, okay, and? No, you know, I asked for someone to lend me the money, but it's a 5% every week. I said, okay, yeah, it's hard. Yeah. I told you that it's risky when you make such a big decision of leaving your comfort zone of being working in a place for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and you see opportunity on the next place and you give your last 15 days. There's risk into that, and not every man can take that risk. So that's one of the risks, that you need to pay that money back. Okay. And I don't promise you anything, but when you get home, send me the receipt, because during the conversation he mentioned, I went and gave him the money and I asked for a receipt to the person in charge in the office. So when the conversation finished, I said, when you go home, send me a picture of the receipt. And I'm not promising you anything, but show me a receipt. There was no receipt. They didn't send me any receipt. So the next day when I wake up at 4:30 a.m., that's where I'm waking up here, which is 5:30 a.m. in the US. 4:30 a.m. I'm up. I check my phone, check some of the cameras, No receipt. So I text him back right there for 4:35, 4:40, I think. You should reconsider coming to work for me because I don't think you're in the best position right now to make that decision. I don't think it's the right time. He shit in his pen. He thought I was gonna budge, and say, yeah, I need you. Come here. I'll lend you the $500. Heck no. Heck no. How are you gonna start a relationship with someone that is gonna work for you, and you're gonna lend them money? So in the first 3 days, 4 days, you see it's not a fit for your business. It's not. Probably he had the best intentions or best reference and this and that, but when it was working for someone else, probably with you, things are not going to work as the same. Thank you. You're right. So I said no. We're not going to work together. He showed up at noon because I didn't respond any more of his text that he sent. He showed up at noon, and I not even talk about the subject. And he said, "Well, bossman, can I start on Monday?" Yeah, sure, you can start on Monday. But there's no, and that's it. I leave it like that. No, and that happens a lot here. I hear that a lot. Someone is really happy because it's bringing a supervisor, a superintendent for the production, for the cigar production, but he owes 60,000 Cordobas. That's like, I don't know, $1,200. And the guy lent them the money to pay. No. I haven't worked with you. How I'm gonna bring you in and you already owe me money? Heck no. I don't know. So it's new. It's not easy. It's difficult. A good friend of mine from Egypt mentioned that when we come here as a U.S. citizens to any other country, to any other to any other country, they see us as an opportunity, as a bank account, as a see if they can get more of what they used to with the locals. So you have to be strong. You have to have character. And I have told them, no. I learned to say no years ago. I went in front of the mirror. I read it on a book, and it said to get in front of the mirror in the bathroom when there was nobody home and repeat no at least 400 times in different ways. No, I can't. No. You repeat that many times in front of the mirror, and it becomes really easy when someone comes in looking like he's dying, like he's desperate, like you are God, you are Jesus, you are the Savior. And after he gives you the whole story, you tell him, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Simple as that. They will say you're a jerk, you're a dick. Well, that's what it takes. That is what it takes. I have someone that I was leaning on, and I thought we can do something together, and I got a phone call. And that was a wake-up call right here in Estelí, Nicaragua. This person was working with me for a month already, helping me, showing me stuff, how things are done. This person worked for a big company for many years here in Estelí. And I got a call from that same company and they told me, if you don't let go so-and-so, you're not getting the 10,000 boxes order a month. I said, what the heck? It was like movie, like mafia. I don't know what was behind it. But I don't want to know. I don't want to get into the details. I just did what I had to do. I sit down with the person. I said, look, there's a conflict of interest, and you know why. And I'm a vendor. I'm going to become a vendor for that company, and you used to be part of that company, and it makes sense. The company wants to respect that, not have an ex-employee working with a vendor that is going to. So you need to go. No. I said, well, it is what it is. You need to go. I felt really bad. He felt miserable because he saw opportunity with us. I respect the guy. But those are the things in business you can you can think twice. You got to make the decision. We will find out later on if you did it wrong or right, but you had to make that decision at that moment. That is business. That's what it takes. It's a really lonely road. When you are passionate, when you are a committed individual, obsessed with success, it is a pretty lonely road. Believe me. Believe me, it's a pretty lonely road. We don't even have time to watch the Super Bowl. But I can tell you something. This lifetime that I'm having right now, I'm making it count. I'm enjoying it. I surpassed my dreams as a kid. I always knew as a kid that I was going to do something monumental. I was going to build a new rocket to go to the moon, but Elon Musk beat me. He did it first, and he's doing a hell of a job, so I'll leave it to him. I always thought I was going to invent a flying car. There's companies already doing that. So I said, you know what? I found purpose in the cigar industry, so I'm going to change this industry. Not at large. For me, it's not about numbers. For me, it's about quality. So I feel I am changing this industry. I have brought a new way to do packaging to Esteli, to the heart of the industry. And it will be a matter of time that everybody start following. It will be a matter of time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Ken. If you don't say no, you lose control. You're right. You're right. You're right. So I'm extremely grateful. I'm extremely excited. I know it's difficult right now, but it has to get better. It has to get better at some point. It has to get better at some point. Right now we have so much information that they can distract you. You know, you're watching a YouTube or something about how to do this or how to do that, and then something comes up, and then you see a new influencer or a new reggaeton music guy, and they make money so fast, so quick, and you go, man, you know, why is this unbalanced in between how people can accomplish things, and for other people are a lot more difficult. And I always come to the conclusion that I don't want it easy. I don't want it easy. I'm becoming a different person every day they pass by, a better person. So I don't want it easy. I want the same way it's going. The same way it's going, because I'm learning a lot and I'm enjoying it a lot. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. Don't get it twisted. The only reason why God put us on earth is to serve others. So I do it with the best of me. Handmade cigars. Have a great Sunday.